guys, this is Sean McGarry coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the music salon where great things happen. And I got a fun little lesson planned today. I'm going to call this Yacht Rock 1. I plan on doing a bunch of these lessons. So this style of music, I mean, I think the names kind of come about in the last decade or so, but this is something that is probably my favorite genre of music if I had to pick. It's the stuff that I grew up on. I can remember in my parents' station wagon in the summertime, listening to Summer Breeze and Little River Band reminiscing and all these, a lot of one-hit wonders, a lot of, bands with longevity, Doobie Brothers, Michael McDonald. But to me, the genre is great. It's filled with just great guitar work, great vocals, great musicianship, and great songwriting, which you just don't hear anymore. It was a magical era in music, the mid to late 70s, early 80s. And that style of songwriting disappeared. So let's talk about it. So I put a little track together here, and I'm going to talk about, like I said, this is just part one of many things here. So, some of the things that, makes the sound is the chords, right? So instead of just playing basic chords, there's a lot of slash chords, major sevenths, minor sevenths. So let me show you what I was doing in this first little part of this video here. B flat, okay? And one of the first things that you'll hear in this style of music is put a bass note over it. So if I'm playing B flat, I'm going to put a C in the bass. Right? That sound right there. You can do that anywhere. These are movable shapes, right? So in this case, again, I'm playing just a B flat major with the C in the bass. We can call that C over B flat. Okay, and I just want to keep that kind of bouncing around. Check it out. So I'm going. So I put a little loop here. Let me. So that's going on, right? So maybe another guitar part might go. That's a little loud there. I'm going to turn it down. So like here, I'm just riding like a C power chord with a little pentatonic riff. Like a little, almost like a Motown riff. So just some sort of little variation in a rhythm. And like then an A and B line, so maybe I'm going. I did something like that in the track. I can't remember exactly. I put a little harmony on it. So that's kind of step one. Now let's talk about like just some ideas for soloing over that. Like, that was just kind of like a little intro thing, or maybe like an intro or a bridge part. So if I'm playing over that, again, this is not anything set in stone, but just some things that I kind of hear, Start off bluesy. Space. Couple little, call and answers. Now I'll start playing a little melodically. Repeat. Just get a little theme. Now start playing the mixolydian or the flat 7. So just spitballing here, but those are just some things you would hear, especially like that mixolydian mode was pretty big over that style, that groove right there, right? You can play that. So let me show you this little exercise here, slash scale, slash whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Just a thing that I like to play. So here's my C note. So I'm going to play this little C dominant 7 arpeggio. And if you don't know what that is, that's a major scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, di, do. With a flat 7, you take the 7th note and you go back 1. So this will be a C7 scale. And just taking out some of the excess notes to play. Okay, then if I take it up 2 octaves, I'm going to go. Up to my C here, right? So you can play all day long with that. Now just take little chunks of that. So if I'm playing over this groove again. Back and forth from that arpeggio back to the pentatonic. So lots of little ways you can do that. I'll do a riff again. I like this a lot. It's just going up that little arpeggio. Right, it's all about the call and answer. Just kind of a little bit funky there. Okay, I'll play it up here. I don't want to get into an arpeggio lesson here. Just kind of give me ideas from the things I was playing. And then like some melodic stuff, maybe I'll do that again. I'll move up like some double stuffs. I like these repeating licks. I like this lick. Right, that's all that Mixolydian pentatonic. It's all mixed together, So that's the kind of stuff I hear. Then you start getting into more Steely Dan stuff, which is pretty complex stuff. Bigger intervals and just kind of more thought out stuff. This is just more just kind of going for it, bluesy, feely stuff. Okay, so let's move on from that idea. I'm going to use the song that I kind of borrowed this riff from, which was, I'm going to play in a different key. So it's a song that goes, I think it's How Long by Ace, right? So check out this little walk up, right? This is straight from the Yacht Rock playbook. Right, there's that C over B flat, C. Now watch this. Go up another half step to C sharp, and then to the C sharp minor. So then you go, let's see, A minor, minor 7. So let's stop right there. It's again about the chord choices that make up this yacht rock stuff. The yacht rock genre. And by the way, did I mention it earlier? I play in a band called Catalina Y Mixer Band. I'll put a link in there. I can't remember if I mentioned it. It's a yacht rock band. We play all over the country. We played all over. And we're a pretty damn good band. So I'll put a link up, and you guys can check it out. We do shows all over. But that's a song from our repertoire, and it's like a 90-year-old man, our repertoire. But so this section of it. Right? Minor 7, A minor 7, all minor 7s, and it just sounds real jazzy, yacht rocky. And he plays little extensions, so I'm like, walk these little chromatic walk downs. I talk about this all the time, but like whenever you have this minor 7 shape, here's another song. I guess it would kind of follow that yacht rock category, Probably more classic rock, but it's that minor 7, man. You can hammer that chord on and off. That's a great riff. Whenever I do that minor 7, you got this pinky free to play all these extensions. That's floppy. Right? Just stuff like that. All these little, almost, Hendrixy in a way, but you can use that in that smooth sound. Okay, now another thing we could do with that is like maybe think about the major 7. So here, if I'm playing B flat, instantly the major 7. So here I'm playing, this is a great shape of this chord. If you don't know it, I'm going to show it to you. A lot of my students have trouble with this verse, so I show them this little trick. It's not a bar chord. First time people play it, I'm like, nope, not a bar chord. Look how it's scrunched together. Think of an A minor shape. Look, here's an A minor. If you go up here, it's still an A minor shape. I swap the fingers out, so I got my first finger, right? My pointer finger, so I can go like this. I'm going to hit that bass note and mute out the A string, so I've got... That's a beautiful chord. So then you go from the major 7 to the minor 7, a half step below it. And then to like a D minor 7 right next door. Right? Very smooth sounding. So again, those major 7s, man, really make it sound yacht rockish. I'll say it again. That's the theme, right? So we'll keep saying it. Here's another great voicing if you don't know it. Look, keep the root down here, your B flat. A sharp B flat, right on this 8th fret D string. Look at this, stair stepping. I call these chords like a slinky chord, like a slinky going on the steps. If you know what I'm talking about, then you're old like me. Right? Slinking down the steps. That's your major 7. If you want to put your thumb there, you can get that in the bass and you got a real nice voicing. Okay, another cool way to kind of approach this chord is slide up to that root note, a half step below it, and then kind of pick through it like that. Like a sweep picking, you call it, or something like that. That's a real nice voicing. And then again, I'm following it up with... Now watch this, I'll do something like this. I'll go... So just, some different chord changes here. Again, I went B flat major 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, G sharp major with that bass note in there, G minor 7, C7 sus4 to C7. This is a great little. Love this chord for funk, soul, yacht rocky stuff. I'm gonna play it one more time. I really like that chord progression. So again, I'm going. Maybe I'll play my B flat major 7 down here. So here's the other, another variation of that chord. This was with the root on the E string. So if I play the B flat off the A string, I'm going to play it up here, right? I got this shape. So, a lot of it's just about the chord, the chords and the voicings and stuff like that kind of make this genre sound what it is. And of course, great vocals, great harmonies, cool lyrics. So this is part 1. I'm going to do a bunch of these, I promise, because I love this stuff and it's kind of near and dear to my heart. It's the music that I grew up on. Probably a lot of you out there watching this stuff probably grew up on it too. There's 2 types of people in this world. People that love yacht rock and people that don't love it. I'm on the first side of that. I hope you are too. Guys and girls, thank you so much for watching. We're growing an awesome thing on this channel. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button. Thanks again for watching. I'll try and include a backing track to this. If not, it'll be in my Patreon page, which I know I keep talking about, but it's in the works, I promise. Oh, and I've got a couple big announcements coming, real big. So depending on when you watch this video, you may have already heard the announcement, but I've got a big announcement coming up Monday, the week of Thanksgiving. Okay? Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon. Peace out.